Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell is rated T by the ESRB. Viewers' discretion is advised. Greetings, Soulswind here, and welcome to Let's Play Splinter Cell. In the last episode, we completed the final mission of the main campaign of Splinter Cell. We went to the Georgian Presidential Palace where Sam Fisher had to encounter so many challenges. Some of them were actually frustratingly difficult due to possibly bugs and whatnot. And eventually Sam managed to obtain the ARC encryption key from Nicolas, and Sam had no choice but to exercise the fifth freedom and dealt with Nicolas. So that was the end to the Georgian information crisis. Or was it? In this episode, we're going into one of the bonus missions of the game. And the first mission that we're going to attempt is the Kola Cell. You should attempt this in this specific order: Kola Cell, Veselka Infiltration, Veselka, Submarine. So we're going straight for the Kola Cell. Abandoned Factory, Kola Peninsula, Russia, January 19th, 2005, 17:11 hours. Third Echelon Monitoring has pinpointed one of Nicolas's remaining cells in an abandoned factory on the Kola Peninsula in northern Russia. Among those suspected to be present is Philip Mass, the computer programmer whose algorithms empowered Nicolas's information attacks. A sample of his code must be collected, and Philip Mass must be neutralized. Neutralized. Can we capture him instead of killing him? Possibly, just capturing him. Anyway, it's a new year, it's 2005, January, no longer 2004. Did Sam Fisher had a good New Year's celebration with his daughter? Well, anyways, it's time we proceed. Let's see what are the challenges in the bonus missions.
Fisher, we got an okay from the Joint Chiefs for Grim's daughter's plan.
Crazy.
All you'll need to do is get Mass logged on to his terminal. I'll take care of the rest.
As usual, we're gonna check the information, the offset. Locate and access Master's server. Force Mass to download his personal source code from his office PC. Kill Philip Mass after downloading his source code. Wait, can't we just capture him? Why must we kill him? Wait, seriously? Do not kill or incapacitate Philip Mass. Yes! No, prior to forcing him to download his source code. Excuse me? Can we just capture him instead of killing him? Seriously? Anyway, this is Philip Mass. Finally, we have a picture of Philip Mass. So this is a case file of Philip Mass by Grimsdottir Philip Frankel Mass, aka Crystal Ninja, Sabere, and Marvin Kurzweil. I think we've seen this before, I'm not sure where, but I think I've seen this before. Anyway, let's look at it again. Canadian. Occupation is the lead programmer, and association is the GFO Inc. by Combane Nicolas. So what's the relevant history? Flees Canada after a credit card scam, breach CIA network. That's 3 years later. In 2 years' time, he was employed again for digital security and espionage, and then flees again to avoid prosecution for crimes against nature. Second breach of CIA network. First paycheck from Nicolas's incorporation, basically. Within a year, this was what happened, and then 2 years later, 1 year, a release of a virus, and this is just a conjecture, it's not even confirmed. And then Marvin Kurzweil, which is the alias of Philip Mass, deposits money into an account off Cayman Islands. Notes: I first heard of Mass back in '98, right after his first CIA hack. He was legendary for a while. He even got a mention in Wired. Our shrinks at Fort Meade have a psych profile on him that boils down to insecure, immature, amoral, brilliant geek. Author Grimsdottir. Oh well. There's nothing here. We cannot go through here. Silently over here. Be ready to grab or knock him out. I'll just say this much for now. Never mind, we just have to wait here then.
Alexeyevich, how close is he? By helicopter? What sort of stories? God help us all. The Georgians are in a panic over the reports from October. The colonels are at each other's throats. I can hardly wait. If nothing else, he has a good Russian name. Alexeyevich. I like him already. You too.
There. You have to take him out then. Okay. It could be that he's standing from below though, and that will make it harder. But yeah. So we wanna hide him somewhere. Can we go inside? Yep. This is a good place to hide if like you're being chased or attacked. So we'll come over here. And this is very tricky actually. We have to jump over. So maximum speed. Okay, and then jump over. Da-da-da-da. And if you come over here, you'll find this door jammed. I think we'll call this Alpha door, if possible. And don't bother about this vent. I don't think it helps us at all. And don't try the retinal scanner. I think it will lock this door and ruin the mission. So the vent over there doesn't help us because it goes over there, and the door over there is not open. So let me show you later. But anyway, just climb up here, jump up here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, good. Now use the computer. That opens the door over there, and then we have got 2 data sticks. So this one is tricky. It may take more than one try, so I would suggest we read the data stick and maybe save. So basically, some of the Spetsnaz may have access to night vision equipment. The Spetsnaz one is from the data stick, if I'm not mistaken, and we've got new data sticks. So, from Max to Makar, cancer of the retina. Makar, no, I don't think that our new night vision headsets can give you eyeball cancer. Night vision goggles work by amplifying the existing levels of light. They don't fire rays into your eyeballs, as though your retinas are some kind of television screen. Once our sycophantic little gimp gets the networks up and running, I'll sneak onto one of the terminals and get the specifications for the goggles from the manufacturer, and you can see for yourself. Max. That's like kind of funny actually. They're worried about that. Sam is using it so often. One more data stick. From Gavril to Popov. Conflicting orders. Popov. Okay, I think I figured it out. Maz is getting on my back to move the boxes out of the hallway. At the same time, he's screaming at you to bring the boxes up there too, so you can fill the bags inside them with water from the server room. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't this mean that no matter what we do, one of us is going to get screamed at? The only solution I can think of is to jump him in the bathroom and give him a good working over. I've got an extra pair of socks if you can dig up some oranges. Oh my goodness. Gavril. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I think we should really save here, because this is so bound to failure, like a lot of different reasons. Maybe walk too fast, too close, or something. We need for the 2 lights to go off, so we go close enough, not too close, and then the lights go off like that. Both of them, like this, the ones in front of us, not the ones on top. So you can observe when they both go off, we'll head forward. So we wait for the next 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, these are 2 impossible. So we go down to the side and then climb up again Now this one we can jump over, so speed up and jump over. If we trigger any of the lasers, guards will come in. 2 of the guards will come in. I don't think they have got night vision goggles. I noticed they don't. But you can escape through here and then go out to the outside, and then you can deal with them. The lasers will be off then, so it will be good. And I think you can hear some conversations as well, if that happens. Well, anyways, over here, we're not going to touch the light because then the guard may see. Actually, it can help a bit to switch off this light, and yeah, I'll show you. So open the door and then find it's locked, so unlock it. D W A S A and D. Now don't touch this one though.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was just a kid at the time. I think my second year with the Spetsnaz.
Was Gringo new?
No, that guy saw action in Afghanistan. He's been in the game since the 80s.
So the first 2 drunks?
Well, the first ended up in a coma. The other one, Gringo broke off 3 of his fingers.
Jesus! And the third?
Blinded him with a spoon.
Gross.
Okay, he's gonna go past us. And this is one of the most difficult patterns of patrol in this mission, I think. So, yeah. The light that's off will attract the guard to check the room. That's when you can leave if you want to. So, if you see that, you can actually just observe this guard's patrol pattern over here and leave, because that guard wouldn't be too much of a concern, because he will investigate the light that's off in the room over there. But if you don't, then I suggest saving here before we try to move. Now, we want to observe the guard's pattern. So basically he comes out there, stays there, and then goes inside. So that's when we can move. However, there's one more guard here. Let's observe his pattern over here. He goes there, waits a while, quite a while, goes back there. We cannot see where he faces, so we can only hope that he's facing away, and waits quite a long while. You can see how long it is, and then comes back. So we want to check that he's going that way, and then this is going the other way. So we have to keep on observing. Like this, he's here. Let's see where he is. Not yet. Check back again, he's going away. Let's hope he's also going away. No, that's not the right direction. So we have to wait again, because the one on our right comes back really soon. And I think they're desynced. So eventually it's gonna work out. So now he's here. He's not there. Okay, he's walking away on the right hand side. We just need to make sure that he's you can listen for the one on our right hand side actually. Okay, he's here again. Okay, now they're both turning away. So this is our best chance to go over to here. To this side. There's a little vent up there. There's a little vent up there. And there's a little door over there. And this door, they're both jammed. So basically that door is beta, this is Charlie, I guess. This part is really difficult, that's why I would really suggest that you save here. And it would be really helpful. Or get a better, like, timing. Well, anyways, I think we need to straddle this place. Better if we save here again before we go down, because this part can ruin everything. So we need to go forward to trigger someone walking towards us first. You can hear the footsteps. Now face the wall and then do a jump and then straddle. We don't want to be too far in front because that will make the other guard suspicious, but this straddle is fine. So just stay here, wait for him to leave, and then jump crouch to land softly. Now we can continue moving across to here. So basically, there is a vent over there that leads all the way, like this one, up until this little walkway. We drop down from the ceiling, but we really don't need to go there now. Take an object, bring it to the door with us, and then leave it here. Now we want to check what's behind the door. We heard footsteps, obviously there's people, so let's observe. Right, he's coming over. So the place where he's coming from is the place we want him to be at when we go through the door. Wait. Now he's over there. And that's when we want to pick up the object and open the door. Why are we bringing one bottle? Well, there's a bottle here, but in case we mess up, we can have one more for spare. So, if you see, there's a guard over there. There's no way we can evade him. We have to take him out. In order to do that, we need to wait for this guard to go into the distance again. We need to wait for the guard to go over there again. And now we want to throw this in the corner like that. Then head inside and right mouse button. No, left mouse button actually. Now if we mess up, at least we've got one more bottle, which is on the floor over here. So we have to do that, otherwise we can just go to the door and jump, but then that would be kind of risky. So the best is to do this, and then we want to climb up here and wait for the guard to go that side, which is our best chance to drop, which is crouch anyway. So we want to go here, and then here, and then here. And you want to check, you can check, there's basically no one, but we want to get through before the guard comes and sees the door open. We want to stay in this darkness area, and maybe the guard will see us if we pass through. Now there is a surveillance camera over there, so we want to block the surveillance camera. We've only got a little bit of time before the charge loses its charge, so we want to go here. Okay, you see that? So wait for the camera to turn away also, and wait for our charge to return. The battery or the charge to return. Thankfully it recharges though. That would be nasty if it doesn't. Okay, now continue. It's not something we can destroy, so we just have to jam it. So use the jammer, jam it. And then don't rush because there is a little laser over here. So be very careful with the laser. We want to jump over it by maximum speed. And then just go here. Now, I would suggest saving here and also slide open these things. I don't think they will fall back down again. Just slide it open, prepare it in advance. We want it open. And also, there's nothing here. Okay? You can check what's in here. There's really nothing much until we interact with some of the machines here. So there's a machine here, there's another computer over here, and we want to interact with this one first. Okay, so there's data. We read the data first. Colonel Alexievich could arrive at the Kola installation at any time. From Colonel Alexievich to Philip Mass, the future. Mass, the death of Nicholas is merely part of a natural process that culls the weak to make room for the strong. Do not fear it, for it affirms us and our actions. What remains is to understand his failings and purge them from ourselves, so that we do not succumb with the next great culling. I will arrive at the Kola installation soon, and you and I will have a long talk about Nicholas and his weaknesses. I hope you know how to drink vodka, my friend, because such matters are best not discussed by sober men. Colonel Alexievich. Wow, okay. Now before using this other computer, I suggest switching over to this, equipping the shocker, and then saving the game. Use the computer. Night vision.
Attention! This is Colonel Alexievich, acting commander. All personnel to full alert. We have enemy forces on site. Possibly multiple hostiles, definitely armed. All personnel to full alert. We have an intruder, and I want his head on a spike.
Okay, you see them coming in. They have got night vision goggles. There's no need to just sneak up behind them or anything. Thermal now. And then we want to aim around here and like instinctively shoot as soon as you see legs approaching you in the front. That will take out 2 people. One more will come over, and then shock again. That's it. So that is all. So they keep their lives, we keep ours, except for 2 less shockers. Now we take the satchel from this guy. There's a wall mine, and they're in darkness, so it's okay. We don't really have to worry. We can try the computer again. I don't think it will cause the doors to close one more time, right? Anyways, yeah. Now I think there's a wall mine here though. Yeah, you can see a wall mine there. Over there. But before we go there, I just want to show you something. So basically, this vent wide open, because if we don't get to take those people out, like you cannot use your shocker, or you find it difficult because they've got night vision, you can climb up here through the vent and up here, jump to this side, go up here, and then you want to go across here, and this is the upstairs of the server room, and you'll be able to take them out by luring them over to investigate and use your shockers or even your gun to take them out. And if they're all congregated here, focused over here, you can go down to the vent over there and try to take them out from over there too. So it both works. Yeah, that's where this is, and the reference position to the computer. The computer is there, the door is there, that's a vent. So a jump for what? Press only. Anyway, don't forget, you can hear the beeping. There's a wall mine over there that we can take out, and we need to also jam this thing. So let's continue jamming. Slowly to the wall mine. Check the wall mine for green light. Okay, green light, disable it. Now, we can continue the jamming. Make sure your equipment is properly equipped. Now jam and continue retreating. There. Now we should be safe, and if we check over here, there's no guards. If we hear nothing also.
Fisher, you've got a Georgian colonel named Alexeyevich incoming.
Okay. You don't hear any footstep sounds. Not at all. That's because that guard is no longer here. And that guard that we take out is still there. I don't think you can ever evade him, but if you do, it is possible to see that he's also not here. If I'm not mistaken, that is. There's nothing here though. Yeah, I just want to show you that. Okay, nothing much.
Why have we not passed the checkpoint?
Sir?
We've come from open ground through 3 points of entry into a highly secure area without being stopped once.
You have an escort?
Don't second guess me, Tovarish.
Yes, sir, Colonel Alexeyevich, sir.
Oh, Alexeyevich is really good at the security stuff, huh? He's over there. And now what do we do? Can we actually go in here? Oh my goodness, I didn't know. Okay, this is the first time I noticed this. It's not on my notes, I admit. And this is good. We've got extra ammo for the pistol, so that's good. I really didn't know it was here. So yeah, this is the first time I see a gap over here. I must have been really careless. I'm so sorry. Anyway, he's over there, Alexeyevich. And there's a guard over here patrolling. So we want to save here first before we move. It's been quite a bit of progress through that thing, you know, getting the shocker, getting the wall mine, evading the camera, and then coming out of that room and getting a refill on the ammo. It's good we save here, right? So we'll save here, okay? And before we save, I just want to check the notes. So basically use Alexeyevich's retinal pattern to reach mass. And this is done. So the retinal scanner is configured for Colonel Alexeyevich's retina. Do not kill or incapacitate Colonel Alexeyevich prior to gaining access to Master's office. And yeah, data. Alec picture. And that's him, right? Case file by Grimstortier. Name: Andrei V. Alexeyevich, aka Bugor Greshnik, Wladyslaw Afros, is that it? Citizenship Russian and AO Kola Peninsula Mobile, Combined Nikolats Association, and Occupation Mercenary. So, relevant history starting from this date, there were weekly deposits into the bank account of Alexeyevich from Nikolads. And there's evidence to show that Alexeyevich was on site and instrumental in the raid on Armenia and the villages, and also on site at a shipyard. The note: sorry, our intelligence on this guy is a little light. A lot of it's outside of your clearance. Think of him as a Soviet Darth Vader. I don't know if anybody's had the guts yet to tell him that the USSR collapsed. Huh. Interesting. And there's a data stick from Philip Mass to Makar, eyes only. Makar, how many times do I have to tell you that the retinal scanner is configured for Colonel Alexeyevich's retina only? Do not go sticking your face in that thing. Besides, it's dangerous, you know. All those rays beaming into your eyeballs. It's likely that you'll get retinal cancer. Those scanners are even worse than that night vision gear for that sort of thing. Philip Mass. And we save here. So we want to go up here when Alex Civic's escort is away. And we want to go here, slide this open. And we can run through because the sound here won't matter, but I don't like the cobwebs. Unfortunately, it's too realistic. Yeah, but anyway, we need to do a double jump to get up here. So we did that. And now scroll down because now the sound wouldn't matter. Thermal. And we wait here until the guard is here and leaves again because we don't want to guess where he is. We just want to wait for him to appear. Now we drop S key to drop, and then we want to move here, and once we are far enough we can move faster. Remember the positions of these things along the walls, we want to avoid them. But yes, we need to switch off the lights because if not, then it's kind of timed and the guards that appear on either this or this door will see us. It seems that it's from one of the doors, which are both still jammed. And that's because what happens is that yeah, this guard may patrol all the way down and wouldn't have appeared in time no matter what I do. So I believe it's from one of the doors, depending on where we're located at. It's timed so that we have to have the lights off before we take Alex Civic. Neither can we knock him out. So we want to walk down the middle and not deviate. It will still cause some suspicions though, because of the lights that have been switched off, so don't worry. The guard will come over here to switch off the light, or switch on the lights. So we just go in here. And then here. And then be very careful. One of the guards is here. Both of them have got this little light thing on their helmets and can see us even in darkness. So we don't want that to happen. They're desynced, so eventually they both walk in the same direction. But you know, okay, basically let's I want to show something to you. So basically you can see that there's this dark thing on the left hand side, that little recession over there. There's a gap there that you can go in and hide, and when the guard comes over through this way, we can actually head in that direction and be able to evade the guard here. But there's another way that still can be approached, because you see here, he waits long enough. We should be able to walk through there, like hide in that recession, walk through unharmed and be okay. But there's one other way that I want to show you, kind of interesting. So I'm gonna save here and I'm gonna record the two different approaches, and one of them will be shown on screen while the other is on the main screen. So yeah. So the interesting way is to go this way, but we need to wait for the patrolling guards to leave first. Can we see him? No, not really. We need both the guards to face where we are facing right now. Okay, like that. And then we want to check if this guard over here on our right sees us. The one on the left is going to be there for quite some time, so we want to go here all the way down, to the computer that we have been using, and then we want to do this, like slowly inch over here, like that. Let him drop down there. We want to drop behind him silently, and then hide behind the officer while waiting. He won't see us, which is surprising, isn't it? And then we creep over and grab him and continue. So it's like it's blocked, he doesn't get to see us, and we continue. Interesting, isn't it? Right? Like, I don't think we're expected to do this, but it works. I didn't know of that recession thing until I played through again, you know, like as part of this recording. So yeah, cool, huh? Well, use the retinal scanner. Okay, now we've got access. Can we knock him out inside here? Okay, just put him like this. And let's go up first. Okay. And then the next part is something that we need to save before attempting. But before that, let me just show you something. Firstly, we want to check the offset. Okay, so we get Alex Evic's retinal pattern. We need to force Mass to download his code and whatnot. This door is jammed. Okay? And we won't get access to it yet.
Alexeyevich thinks the Americans are coming.
They will, eventually.
Let them.
Don't be an ass.
You see all the night vision goggles? They are waiting for us. We have to be careful. Right, before we enter the door, we'll have to save first and switch over our weapon also. Okay, we don't have any more sticky shocker unfortunately, but it's fine. We're just gonna save here first. The flashing is bad, so let's change our vision before saving. So we don't have to check under the door because there's really nothing, so we can just go ahead. But we want to move silently over here while they talk.
Crap! Just stay out of my way. Shoot, you incompetent buffoons! Crap! Can't think surrounded by you drooling troglodyte communists. What? What was that, Nikolai? Did you say something?
Nothing.
Right, we want to come here, get the ring airfoil, and whether he sees us or not, it doesn't matter. The guard may see us over here, but even if not, he's gonna go along the outer wall of the stairs. That's when we ring airfoil slightly above his head and shoot like that. And then we run. And then just knock him out. This other alert is Philip Mass, so don't worry. And he will just run, it's okay. It's okay, just leave him be. Block him so that he doesn't go upstairs, because that would be a troublesome thing. Now put the guard here. Right, now you can take a look at this whole room. And I think he's hiding over there. So take the wall mines. You already have 2, so this is a third one. We won't be able to take more. 3 is the maximum. This computer is not interactable. This is, however. So use this for a data stick that we'll check now. From AIVG Bank to Mr. Kurzweil. Account active. And this is before the end of the campaign, because at the end of the campaign or at the start of this mission, I think it's 2005, right? Anyway, Mr. Kurzweil, I am pleased to inform you that your accounts with AIVG Bank are now active and fully accessible. I have made myself thoroughly familiar with the protocols you have requested for monitoring account activity and can offer you every assurance that your personal security requests will be met at every juncture as outlined in your document. If you have any further requests regarding your accounts or any other business with AIVG Bank, please feel free to contact me personally. I am available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yours very sincerely, Jürgen Meyerhoff, or Jürgen Meyerhoff, I think. Special Accounts Manager, AIVG Bank, Liechtenstein. +4, +44.1.125.88.16. Aha, so this is like setting up bank accounts and requested by Mass, I think. Philip Mass. I think that was the AKA, right? Philip Mass. Yeah, this one. So yeah. Now, before we take Philip Mass and use the computer, we cannot knock him out. But we cannot grab him now, because if we do, the only other way is to knock him out, which we don't want to do. Instead, you want to save here first. Next, what we want to do is to turn around and head upstairs, equip our wall mines. Why are we using wall mines? That's because the 3 guards that we saw over there in the jammed door room will actually come out. Okay, we want to stand here and equip it. Slightly further down. Okay. No, not there. So what happens is that if they come down and like attack us, they've got night vision goggles, and they've got like thermal goggles because they can see through. Anyway, crouch here and then access this place to equip that one over there, and stand and equip this. So if they do come in, they can see us just like we can see them. You can see through this, so can they. We've got nowhere to hide. Also, this one, the wall mine over there, sometimes don't work, and one of the guards will be left alive and stand here. We are below, and because they can see us, what happens is that most of the time, in fact every time that it happened that the wall mine failed, the guard that's remaining will take us out faster than we can take them out, because we don't have enough range, accuracy, and speed to take him out, or damage to take him out. And that brings me to the point. We don't have enough range, speed, accuracy, and damage to take out 1 guard, much less 3. We don't have enough crowd control to non-lethally take them out because they don't cluster, and they move and react faster than we have, and our accuracy is so much worse than them. They can shoot better, deal more damage faster and more accurately than we can. So we have got no choice but to use the wall mines to help us. And the thing is that the game sometimes forces us to use lethal ways to progress the game, which I really don't like. But yeah, sometimes that happens. So now we're to move Philip Mass to here, but if we use this computer, immediately the guards come in. So look out for that, and make sure you use the interact key and not your left mouse button. It happened to me before. I clicked it and Philip Mass was unconscious and the mission fails. So we have to use the interact key and then watch out for that. The guards will come in. Now, crouch and hide here, just away from their weapon. You can see people come in. That's it. So, if the guard is alive here, the guard will be standing here. If that one's alive, then in front. If that one's alive, then over there. And yeah. There's no way we could have been able to like react and shoot them before they get a range or in range and having an angle to shoot at us. So most of the time I fail. If you can succeed in fighting them off in that condition, that's really awesome. But I cannot. Also, we have to take out Philip Mass because unfortunately, if you see this, if we don't kill Philip Mass, we cannot proceed. So we have to kill him. The thing is that I tried not killing him because, like, okay, you can see here now there's a goal here, make it back alive to the insertion point for extraction. And if we don't kill him, like most of the time I prefer non-lethal ways. I don't want to touch any of them, in fact, if I can choose not to touch them. So naturally I forgot about that. I went all the way back to the extraction point and found that it didn't react. So I checked and realized, hey, I need to kill Philip Mass. Like, the game again forces us to kill, and it wouldn't let us proceed otherwise. Like, I cannot even bring Philip Mass with me because of some areas that are blocked, and I cannot go through with carrying an unconscious body or a dead body, of course. But yeah, for this fire, we will get hurt if we walk through it. So we can wait for the fire to burn out, or we can take damage. It's either one or the other. And I think we're being forced to walk through here despite the fire. Can we go up here, in fact, and maybe shimmy across? I don't want to take any damage. Yep, like that. Like that. That would help. Right, okay. Okay, that's cool. So now, we open the door. There's no one in there, of course. You can see the art over there. I didn't focus on this just now, so you can look at that. And you can go here. And if you want to slide down there back into the place, there is an ambush. So never do that. Never. Instead, open the door here. It's now unjammed. And there's nothing in here. It's just a bunk. And also slide this open in here where we'll actually drop down, and it's too high for us to get up there, so we won't be able to go up from here. Slide this open, go through. We can use the computer for a data stick, which will read. There's a frag grenade though, I think. Hey, where is it? Hello, where is it? Aha, there. This thing. But it's tricky trying to get that to respond, so okay. So we'll read the data stick before leaving. Yeah. The server room floor may be covered in water. Yeah, you tell me only now, huh? But what's the point anyway? We couldn't get this place because it's like jammed. The door was jammed. There was no way we can get here, and by then it's too late anyway, so oh well. Also, the data stick. From Philip Mass to whoever, get a bucket. Listen, Pop-Tart, or whatever your name is. Is it that hard to understand that servers should not be left sitting in pools of water? Find the dodo valve and shut off the water supply to the leaking sprinklers over the server room right now. Then bring up some of those old freezer boxes, the ones with the plastic bags inside, and siphon the pool of water off the server room floor into the boxes and carry the water outside. Philip Mass. And if we look back, we see this one is Gavril and Popov, basically. So it's to them. Basically, Mass is trying to get them to move the boxes out of the hallway and to bring the boxes up there so you can fill the bags. But yeah, it's just simply use the boxes to take the water and then move the water out. Oh well. Never mind. Yeah, let's just open the door and creep out. Be very careful. So that's the ambush. So if we had slid down the ladder, we would come out. Okay, never mind. I'll show you later. Grab the character first. Don't go too far. There's someone over here. So let's bring him in first. Okay, let's keep him inside, I suppose. And we'll shut the lights off. So with some progress, I think we should save here first, because there are two guards that are walking into and facing each other. So I would prefer that, you know, we have a quick save over here before anything happens. Now we go here. It's fine. It's dark enough. Not too close to him, of course. And we want to be about 1 notch of mouse wheel above the minimum speed, I think. 1 or 2 notches above the speed. And we want to just follow behind him. And then sneak right immediately over here into this recessed area. And then go there before the other guard comes over here quickly. Into here. And when this guard is there, we can go here. That guard is too far, won't see us. And we sneak by. And go straight in here. Over to here. So I want to talk about something. Basically, if you go over here, we need to slide open this thing to end the mission. Usually, you know, we just walk into something to end the mission, but no, this thing, we have to slide it open to end the mission. And if we hadn't taken out Philip Mass, this is not interactable. And that was what stumped me for quite a while. I couldn't know what to do until I checked the goal and says, oh, okay, you have to kill Philip Mass. Thankfully, we can go all the way back. And if you had taken out the 2 guards along the way, it would have been much easier to go back. But otherwise, I hope you had saved before passing through the 2 guards, and that would have been fine. Well, let's end the mission. Mission complete. That's all. There's nothing to it. No debrief or anything. Just press fire to continue. And if we press fire to continue, what do we get? If we click, we actually get the briefing of the next mission. So, yeah. I'll not talk too much about this because I'll leave this for the next episode. This mission was not too crazy, but difficult enough. If only we'd got more sticky shockers left, but we had to use them during the server room, and that made it harder for us. Anyway, so this is the first additional campaign mission, and it's Kola Cell. So there's 2 more left. I'll see you on the next one. That's all I have for now. Have a nice day.